So we're talking about the role of you as the educator in classroom play. And it involves what you know, what you've done in the past with young children, and it also involves incorporating new ideas and strategies. So when we think about new ideas around play in the classroom, and also how classroom play will be changing with a full day schedule, it's not that we're throwing out the things we used to do and changing everything. A lot of what we're used to doing is very, very helpful, but we're also incorporating new ideas and strategies based on new research and learning theory and research. It is complicated for the adult to find their place in that classroom, to feel that they're not intruding and yet are still involved. And your role is multifaceted. You're putting on different hats at different times. So a good place to begin, if this is something new for you, is to think of yourself as a resource provider. You're giving open-ended materials that have a lot of creative potential, and lots of them, right? Things for pretending and building and sculpting and arranging and rearranging. We call it the theory of loose parts. You know that there's a lot more creative potential and play potential when things can be used in lots and lots of different ways. And you're providing those things as children are interested. You're providing them in enough number, and you're providing them at those times of the day when they seem most interested. You're also providing design and assembly assistance. You know, you're a scaffolder. You're the one who can get the tape unrolled and cut it just the right way and give advice about the length and where to fasten it. So the children are coming up with design ideas and these ideas of what they want to build, and you're there sometimes assisting, sometimes helping figure out how to put it together, and so you're involved in that way. You're also providing research tools, the literacy resources, the books, the websites, the pictures, that are the things that sort of school their play in positive ways. So bring some of the adult ideas in, the real world ideas in, and the things that they're wondering about and playing about. When you think about your teaching role, you're also a kid watcher, a documenter, a teacher researcher. You get those opportunities to sit back and record what's happening, making notes, thinking about the expectations that are being met and the play themes that are evolving, the stories to share with families and parents, and that you'll probably want to tell your colleagues in the staff room too. And that involves watching and the pedagogy of listening carefully and almost translating, right, what this very childlike language and wonderment might mean for their learning and might mean for their ongoing play. You're doing formal observation, so of course the checklists, expectations, thinking about how what you're observing could inform your more formal curriculum and your explicit instruction. And you're also getting to play the role of the learning storyteller, of making the learning visible through your documentation as you're taking photographs of the play or collecting artifacts and finding things to share with families. I think documentation has offered a wonderful opportunity for us as educators to have that kid watching aspect be central to what we do. That it's not only giving us permission, but now it's our responsibility that we get to watch the play instead of making ourselves busy doing other things. So your props include the clipboard, your journal to write in, a digital camera or a digital tape recorder to photograph, to record their conversations, their creations, jotting down your notes and your thoughts. So those are your play props in the middle of all of this. Sometimes educators ask me, well, what should I not do? You know, what should I worry about doing, or what would I be doing that would shut down the play? And when you have a play-based curriculum, you're not the police officer, happily. You're not the rule enforcer. And you're not a central player in the play. That's too much. You're often involved in the play, in a pretend drama, but you're taking a secondary role rather than the central role. So for instance, it's a little too scary when the adult plays the big bad wolf, or you're not playing the mother in the family because or the father in the family, because that's too close to who you are in real life. If there's a drama going on in their pretend play, you're often maybe the neighbor who pops in and says, "Oh no, there's a fire," or "Oh look, I found this magic wand on the floor," you know, that introduces a new prop or a new provocation. A lot of early childhood curriculum specialists talk about following the child's lead, and that's central to a lot of our teaching philosophy. But you're also a play leader, and rather than the idea that the adult is leading the activity as the adult teacher, or that the adult is always a follower, I think it's more of a dance back and forth, where you're following the child's lead with interest, but then you're also leading sometimes by offering choice materials or suggestions or storylines. So I imagine you're more of a play partner than a leader or follower. It's that dance back and forth.